Welcome everyone to Home Kitchen Live. Now, Home Kitchen Live is part of our Pampered Chef live events that we do. And this is a free virtual cooking demo available to all of our customers, our guests, and hosts that are in parties right now with Pampered Chef in US and Canada, or perhaps you just know an amazing consultant that invited you this evening. So throw us an emoji if your Pampered Chef consultant invited you this evening. All right. My name is Jackie, and I'm coming to you live from the Chicagoland area where the Pampered Chef home office is located. So if you haven't done so already, share in the chat where you're tuning in from. So I want to congratulate you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us this evening. During the next 20 to 30 minutes, we're going to be joining Sherry from her home kitchen. And tonight, we want to help you find products and tips to help you prep like a pro and get back to a routine. And you're going to learn tips on how to prep for 3 meals and then learn how to make a delicious ramen noodle stir fry. Couple housekeeping notes before we get started. First, we offer a handout for each event, which includes, actually tonight, you're going to have 3 recipes in there so you know what Sherry is prepping for and the recipe she's making, plus those featured products. And you can find it in the resources tab right within Zoom. And you also get this in that reminder email that you got for the event. Second, for our live viewers, stay tuned for exclusive offers available tonight only. Towards the end of the event, we'll share which products are on sale tonight only. And we're going to pick 3 lucky winners tonight to win one of the products that Sherry is using this evening. Now, at the end of the demo, a member from our live event team will be back on to dish out questions to ask Sherry. And after the event, we always ask for feedback. So please take the survey, and we're going to pick 3 more winners for tonight's giveaway from the survey participants. And finally, if that chat is crazy on your device, you can mute notifications by clicking into the chat and clicking the arrow at the top to mute notifications. So grab a beverage, relax, and let's get cooking. Take it away, Sherry.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Sherry. I am so excited that you took the time to join us tonight because like Jackie said, we're busy, right? Everybody is super busy. So by showing you 1 chicken, 3 recipes, I think I'm going to help you in your kitchen because it has been a game changer for me. So tonight I'm going to make the ramen noodle stir fry, but I'm also going to prep for rush hour chicken fajitas and also for our chicken piccata pasta. You guys will have those recipes, don't worry. But when I go to make those recipes this week, I'm going to have everything ready for me and I'm going to be able to do dinner in about 5 minutes. It's crazy. So let's get cooking. I want to share with you what I did right before you guys came on, okay? I took a large chicken. Now, I want you to be thinking oven stuffer roaster, not a tiny 4-pound chicken. I want you to look for that 6-7 pound chicken, okay? And you're going to cook that the way that you would normally cook it. You don't have to worry about seasonings because we're going to be doing these recipes that are going to take on the flavors of what we're doing. You do not have to worry about even seasoning your chicken. So if you have our deep covered baker, throw it in the microwave for 35 minutes. If you have our air fryer, I put it on the roast setting for 1.5 hours and cooked my chicken. That way it was done perfectly, or just go ahead and cook it in the oven. Once it is cool to touch, okay, you're gonna let that rest. And when it's cool to touch, you are gonna take all the meat off of the bone, all right? And then what I did is I popped it into my stand mixer. Now, I know my stand mixer is pretty far from you guys, so I'm not going to talk a lot about it, but I do want to touch on some things because the holidays are around the corner. So first of all, it has preset settings. So have you ever over kneaded your bread or over mixed your batter? You're not going to have that problem with the stand mixer because of the preset settings. You go ahead and set it and forget it, walk away. It's going to stop on its own. It really is like a little machine. I love it. So anyways, the other thing I like to do is use the custom setting with my beater, my scraper beater for doing meats. So for shredding meats. So you can shred chickens, pork. You can also do meatloaves and things like that. So I'm just gonna pop this out. I'm gonna show you guys. So this was my 7-pound chicken and it's all shredded perfectly. There's a lot in here. So I'm only gonna need a little bit for tonight, but then I'm gonna use my 3-cup prep bowls and I'm gonna fill these babies with the rest of the chicken for the other 2 recipes. Now, if you don't want to eat 3 chicken recipes in a week, you can go ahead and pop one of these in the freezer and then take it out in a week or 2 and make a different recipe. So we're going to go ahead and start prepping the vegetables. So you guys, I am a huge meal prepper. I love to meal prep 1 day a week. I get it all done for the whole week. And when this prep and store system came out, it was such a game changer for me. So it comes with the cutting board. It has a lip on the end, so you don't have to worry about juices overflowing onto your counter. It also has these wire racks that pull out and actually save counter space because you can pop your bowl right in here and it hangs over the counters. You're not taking up more counter space. So for me, who I don't have a lot of room, but magic happens in this kitchen because of these products, I'm telling you. So, and then this is our storage system. So this is our prep system. This is our storage system. So what this is it's about the size of a 12-pack of soda. Just pop it in your refrigerator. And these cooling racks in the refrigerator stay cold for up to 2 hours. So that's great for mealtime. And if you put them into the freezer, food will stay cold for 4 to 6 hours. So if you're an entertainer and you have those dips and those things that need to stay cold, you are going to love this because you can just go from refrigerator to table and keep things nice and cold. So the other thing I want to share about the bowls, you guys, because I think this is so fun. It has a divider that you can choose to use or not use. So let's say you're doing a taco bar or you're doing, a baked potato bar. You might have cheese in one, you might have onions in one, or you may choose not to use it at all and just use the whole container. It's 5-cup capacity. And then we also have these strainers that sit right on the lid. They pop right in there. And you can just put this on the bottom of your bowl for things that are wet, like berries. So say you're going to chop up berries for the school snack for the kids. When they get home from school, they can just grab them. You don't want those sitting in the juices because when they sit in the juices, they're going to ferment and go bad quicker. So it actually can just sit right on the strainer, stay out of the liquid. And last but not least, if you can tell I'm excited about this, I love this thing. You also have this vent, so you can vent your vegetables for airflow. So awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to prep our peppers and onions. All of our recipes, all 3 require onions, 2 require peppers. So I'm going to do all of that for these 3 recipes. Ahead of time, I did do 1 pepper and 1/2 of onion for the recipe we're doing tonight, just so I could put that aside and have it out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and prep the peppers. So I'm going to use my Santoku knife. Love it. You guys, if you don't know how to hold a knife safely, if you just pinch the bottom of the blade like this and then wrap your hands around, you're going to have nice control over your blade. And I'm going to just take my top off. You guys, this is how I do it. I know there's fancy tools for this, I know, but I just take the top off and then I just pull my seeds out. And as you can see, it's nice and hollow, no seeds, easy peasy. I still will use my top, so I'm going to put that over here. And what I'm going to use to prep my peppers is my quick slice. So we have nice durable blades here, stainless steel. And I'm going to do my tops first. Now, the quick slice loves a rocking motion, you guys. I want to be clear about this because if you just go straight down, on your vegetable, it's not going to be that easy to slice. But if you do this little rocking motion, now when I'm doing peppers, you guys, I'm just going to tell you, I like to have the skin side down. I don't know why, I just think it's nice and easy that way. This is a huge pepper, but let's just get it in there. So there we go. And so the rocking motion is really important. That was a huge pepper. I should have cut that one more time, but it's no problem. Slice that here. So you can see that I'm slicing the peppers so that they'll be perfect for stir fry and also for the fajitas. So all of these vegetables can basically be cut the same. So that's amazing. So I did want to show you guys doing all of this at once because I just wanted to show you in real time how quick it actually can be to prep like this. So I like a combination of peppers, so green peppers and yellow peppers, red peppers, whatever, you know, that you like. Now, the red peppers and the yellow peppers are definitely going to be sweeter. So if you like sweeter, that's what you want to go for. All right. So now my peppers are done for the two recipes. So I'm going to move those aside. And now I'm going to grab my Rapid Prep mandolin. Now I want to know, and you guys can pop this in the chat, who was intimidated by our old mandolin? So I'm going to raise my hand. So I had it in the bottom of my drawer. It had so many parts and pieces. I never, ever knew what to do with it. So I never took it out of my drawer. Now my Rapid Prep, I use almost daily, definitely weekly when I'm meal prepping. And it has a space right on the bottom of my cabinet where my pans go. There is a space just for my Rapid Prep. So I have easy access all the time. So the way it works, you guys aren't going to believe how simple it is. You just pop it open like this, put it down, and your food catcher goes right here. And then this is your food holder. And it just goes in nice and easily here. And then you just take this and pop it up. You have 3 different settings on the back. You're not going to be able to see these settings, you guys, on the video, but you can do slice, you can do French fry, and you can do julienne. What I'm going to do for my onions is slice. And the reason why is I want my onions to be pretty big for these recipes. I want them to be big for the stir fry, and I also want them to be bigger for the fajitas. So do you see that? Now, if I wanted these diced like really small, then I would go ahead and put it on the julienne setting, and I would probably turn it down to about a 5. You also have the depth of how thick you want it that you can choose on the die. So I'm going to go ahead and just do these up. You guys, it's just crazy how fast it is. And then if you need this for your to push it down, you can go ahead and do that. And I would have done this ahead of time, so you guys wouldn't be standing here or sitting here watching me do this. But I really did think that it was important for me to show this to you in real time. Now I'm talking and everything, but you guys, this goes really quick. All right, so now all of my onions are done. So I'm going to use 2 onions for my fajitas, and I'm just going to use a half of onion for my chicken piccata pasta. This it's a lot of onion, lots and lots of onion. Now, one recipe called for red onion, and the other recipes didn't call for a specific type of onion, so I just decided to stick with red. Now I'm going to do 8 ounces of mushrooms. You guys, I washed them ahead of time and I just popped them in here. I cannot believe how fast you can do an 8-ounce pack of mushrooms with the rapid. Let's just get them all in here. And the mushrooms I'm going to use on the recipe tonight, the ramen noodle recipe. Two more to go. And guys, I roast carrots for my dogs. Everybody makes fun of me. It's a real thing. And this rapid prep was a game changer for me for cutting up the carrots each week for my dog. I do like a 5-pound bag every week. I know, it's crazy. So here are my mushrooms. All right. So quick, easy. And then I'm just going to do a quick slice of my artichokes for the recipe that I'm doing for the chicken piccata pasta. You guys, when I say I want this prepped and ready, I mean I want it prepped and ready. I want to just come home and just throw things in a bowl and make it super simple. So you guys, one really good sharp knife in your house is going to be a game changer for you. Our Santoku knife is one blade. So from tip to edge is one blade, so it doesn't loosen up on you. And it has a lifetime guarantee. So to me, the most expensive knife you're ever going to buy is the knife that you're going to buy over and over every year because it stinks, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just put these in here. All right. And now you guys, let's go ahead and make our recipe. So I'm going to turn the heat on my stove onto medium high. But before I do, I just want to show you guys my Brilliance pan. This is my weeknight skillet. It is your fry pan, your saute pan, your everything pan all in one. I love this baby. And it has a stainless steel bottom, so you can use it on any cooktop, including induction, and it's oven safe to 480 degrees. I think that's really important. So one of the things I like to do with it is, say, a chicken pot pie. So I'll prep all my veggies and everything for my chicken pot pie. And then I'll add my gravy and I'll add my chicken, I'll add my stuff. And then I'll put the crust over the top and then just pop the whole thing in the oven. Love it. So I'm going to do just about a tablespoon of oil. I'm going to use sesame oil for this recipe. You can use any oil that you want, but I use sesame oil. I'm actually going to put my lid on and let that heat up for a second. And this doesn't take long at all to cook. So in the meantime, while that's heating up, we're going to go ahead and make the sauce for this recipe. So 2 tablespoons of water, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. You guys, I'm not a big, huge measurer. It's a real kitchen, right? So of 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. And then what I did measure was our pad thai seasoning, 2 tablespoons of our pad thai seasoning. This came in my taste buds, and this is a taste bud recipe. And what I love about it is you can definitely do more than one recipe with it. As you can see, I have leftovers. And I'll be able to use this again for the same recipe or a different recipe. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about taste buds in just a minute. Okay. So let me just see how this is going. So medium high heat is good, you guys. You do not need to put your pan, your nonstick pans on high heat. It's not good for the pans. It's not necessary. Medium high heat is great for stir fries, for anything that you're doing, really. So I'm going to pop in these vegetables. Oh, I hope you guys can hear that sizzle. And I'm going to put in my mushrooms. So right now, what I've added was just a little bit of oil, my onions, my peppers, and my mushrooms. And I'm going to let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, not any more than that, 2 to 3 minutes. In the meantime, I'm just going to mix up my sauce. So you guys, this is our mini whisk. We all know what to do with the large whisk, right? I mean, it's great for eggs and batters and different things like that. but I never thought I needed a mini whisk. I was like, why would I use a mini whisk? But it's one of those things that once I had it, now I can't imagine not having it. I love it for hot chocolate, making salad dressings, making sauces like this, chutney, things like that. I love it. So that's all mixed up and ready to go. Now I'm going to use my pasta tongs for this recipe to mix and also to add my ramen noodles. You guys, so have you ever had things in your drawers that get stuck on everything? So like most tongs are like this, right? So they're in your drawers, they're getting stuck on everything. You go to get it out, the knife falls on your foot. No, not literally. But you know, it happens. But these, when you point down, you open them. Oh, when you point down, you open them. When you point up, you close them. And you just give them a squeeze like this. So point down, squeeze, point up, close. Love it. So it's good for your silverware. You know, the thing where you put all your silverware. I can't even think of the name of it. You know, my little turnabout thing. It's good if you're putting it in a drawer. And the top here is heat safe to 450 degrees. So you don't have to worry about melting it. It's so funny because I don't have much in here, but it smells so good because I love vegetables stir fried. It's one of my favorite things. So that's why peppers and onions in my prep and store system is a staple in our house. Almost anytime you open my refrigerator, you'll find them there because I do a lot of stir fries. So what I did is right before you guys came on too, I just cooked up some ramen noodles. And what I love about our pots is the lids have these strainer holes. So you can go ahead and just strain it right in the pot and save yourself from having to do another dish, right? Anytime I can save myself from doing another dish, that's really important to me. And I want to tell you guys, I'm gluten-free. So the recipe calls for 2 ramen noodles packages, and you just can get rid of the seasoning. You don't need the seasoning, and you just cook that 2 or 3 minutes. I did mine are gluten-free ramen noodles, and just for anybody out there who's gluten-free and cannot find ramen noodles, it is almost impossible to find, but I did find them on Amazon. So I just want to tell you that. And I got a whole bunch of them, and now I can make this anytime I want. So, all right, so this is definitely cooked enough for me to add my sugar snap peas, my water chestnuts, and my sauce. And then you guys, this recipe does not call for chicken. I personally love chicken. So I put chicken in this recipe. If you are vegetarian, you can 100% keep this vegetarian. You could put tofu in there. If you like seafood, you could go ahead and put shrimp in there. You could do pork in here. Anything like that. So that looks good. And I'm just gonna mix this up and I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes. You guys, I want the sugar snap peas to be al dente. I don't want to cook them down too much because in a stir fry, you want them to have that nice little crunch. So this recipe doesn't take long at all to cook. It's about 2 to 3 minutes with your first 3 vegetables, and then another 2 minutes with your sugar snap peas and your sauce and your water chestnuts. That's it. It's that simple. It's cray. So I'm going to go ahead and add my ramen noodles to this. They're already cooked. Yeah, those were sitting for a while, but you know, they'll break up. So this smells so good, you guys, and it's so easy to do. I love this I could actually eat this for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I know that's crazy, but I really could. I make it a lot. All right, so you guys, this is literally done. So I just want to show you that's hot. So let me grab. I should have put my little holder on there, but I didn't. But can you see this? Is it beautiful? It's amazing. So yeah. Anyways, you guys saw me from start to finish, prep for all 3 meals. I did cook the chicken ahead of time, and you are going to get the recipes for the chicken piccata pasta and also for the chicken fajitas. I do want to tell you, I do this a lot and I mix up the recipes a lot. So you can do, in the winter, I do chicken pot pie and chicken enchiladas. And in the summer, I do a lot of salads and things like that. And then the last thing, I just want to talk about my taste buds for a second, because you guys, we're busy. Everyone's busy. I get it. I know. I'm busy too. And my taste buds are such a game changer for me, because if you struggle with that question, what is for dinner? Put it in the chat. If that's a struggle of yours, what is for dinner? Then this is something you might want to take a look at. What comes in the box is 4 seasonings, 3 recipes, and you have access right here on the side. There's a QR code to the hub, and you can do different recipes with your seasonings. So as you can see, I had seasoning left over from this recipe. So if I didn't want to do the same recipe again, I could turn around and do something else, go to the hub and find out what I could do with my pad thai seasoning. I take all of my recipe cards and I put them on a ring. So I have several of these. I've been a subscriber since they came out. And my hubby, who I love dearly, I've been married for 30 years and I love him dearly. He brings a lot to the table, but one thing he does not bring to the table is food, ever. I cook every meal in my home. So what I love about this is I can hand this to him when I go shopping, and I can say, hey, pick out 3 recipes for next week. And I do online shopping, and I can just put in the ingredients in the cart, and then I take the guesswork out of what is for dinner. So that's what I have for you. Jackie?
Very amazing job. So first of all, I think a lot of people were very jealous of your prepping skills. Definitely admire you. And to me, this reminds me of like how restaurants operate, right? Like they do all the prep so they can prepare meals quickly, and Sherry has that figured out for her house. And there's going to be lots of questions about your rapid prep knowledge, because they loved seeing how quick and fast all these veggies came together. Now, tonight, I mentioned at the beginning, we have actually 5 products on sale. And I'm going to have us share a slide to show you which ones those are that Sherry used. So we have the Rapid Prep Mandolin, the Quick Slice, that 5-inch Santoku knife, our whisk set, and pasta tongs. Now you can see the code at the top, 26 SEPT HKL20. It is all uppercase. Now, in addition, this month, we have a sale on our Taste Bud subscription. So that flavor and that convenience delivered to your door, just like Sherry said. Now, you also have a code that you can use for Taste Buds as well. And that's SEP23TB for 25% off. Now, please note that you can only use 1 discount code per order when you're checking out. So if you're interested in both, I'd recommend doing a separate order for that Taste Buds, because our Taste Buds does ship free. So that way you don't have to pay for shipping twice. Now, we also said we're going to have 3 lucky winners to receive our Pad Thai mix. And they are, drum roll, Corinne Dido, Marilyn Bonds, and Yvette Lewis. All right. Now, if you had fun this evening and you're thinking, hey, I want to do what Sherry does, and I'm thinking about joining this amazing Pampered Chef community, then at 7:45, so in 15 minutes, you can head over to Facebook to the Pampered Chefs brand page. And we're going to have some of our fellow team members going live on that Facebook page and on the Canada Facebook page. And they're going to share more about Pampered Chef and what you can do to be a part of it all. Now, we have about a couple minutes to ask some questions for Sherry. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it off with some rapid prep mandolin questions. So the first questions that came in were, which thicknesses were you using for the different veggies you prepped?
Okay, so for tonight, I actually did use the 8 on all of them. Because I'm doing stir fries and I'm also doing the chicken fajitas, I wanted a thicker slice. So they were all an 8.
Awesome. Now, the other thing that people were interested in was the exact brand of gluten-free noodles that you used.
Of course they would ask me that because I don't know. But I can tell you this, if you go, just because I was looking and looking and looking, because what I did for this recipe in the past is rice noodles. And I said, I wonder if I could find a ramen noodle that's gluten-free. And I went to Amazon and I just typed in gluten-free ramen noodles. It came right up. I do not remember the name. I'm so sorry.
Nope, that's okay. But I think what's great is that this recipe that you made is so adaptable, meaning you can use those gluten-free noodles. If you're vegetarian, you don't have to use the chicken, right? You can use tofu instead. You can swap out the different veggies. So I feel like this is a blank canvas for so many things. Okay. Someone wants to know, there's going to be 2 more questions about the rapid prep. One is, I'm going to tell you both because you may want to think about which thing you want to do first. One person wants to know like easy dicing tips, if you ever use the rapid prep mandolin for dicing, and then how you take it apart for cleaning.
Okay, easy peasy. So yes, I use it for dicing all the time. I actually had it on the dice setting to do the mushrooms. But one of the things that we love in this house is roasted vegetables. So roasted potatoes, roasted carrots, roasted anything. And I put it on the dice setting and I go ahead and prep them. You guys, it's really good for anything that's super hard. So like sweet potatoes, squash. I have somebody who uses it for rhubarb. I had a customer tell me she loves to use it for her sticks of pepperoni. I was like, oh, really? She goes, oh, yeah, it goes right through. It's awesome. So you can definitely use the slice setting on this. And then as far as taking it apart to clean it, it's all dishwasher safe, which is awesome. But there might be some things that get stuck in here. See, there's like a little bit of food in here. We actually have a brush for that. And I actually have it. Let me see. So easy peasy. So you can just do a quick scrub there. And if something gets stuck, you have this pointy end and you can just pop it out and then the whole thing can go in the dishwasher. So that's only for anything that gets stuck on it.
Awesome. No, thank you so much for that. So can we share that slide one more time with our the discounts? That's the other question coming up. So one more time. Because I think we've answered all the other questions. So the products on special tonight, you can see here that rapid prep mandolin, the quick slice, the Santoku knife, that's the 5-inch, our whisk set, and the pasta tongs. And that code is 26 sept HKL20. You'll also get an email from us if you registered or tuned in live about an hour after the event with the recording. So you can also check it out there just in case, but write it down now because we are going to go ahead and wrap it up. So I just want to say a big thank you to Sherry for all of her prepping tips and mealtime tips. So everyone, have a great evening. And thank you again for tuning in.
Bye.